Alright, good evening. Two further attempts at, well, getting far. Which, lately, ain't looking that good. I did think of maybe changing, my runs a little bit. I hate that it didn't parry there, but yeah, it was the third hit. Absolutely love when the parry works. Okay, legendaries do get advantaged. Victims release toxic cloud with each hit. And I can just go for survival, even with this. Since it's a legendary, so I'm gonna go for survival with it. Which kinda gets out the one flaw, the one complaint I have about the about ranged weapons all being tactics, so you can't really, you know, go and get any kind of healing with it. But the thing being legendary kinda deals with that. So, ranged survival it is. Phew. Well, make sure I don't kill the door. Now, if I could find... I think the cards would be good with it, since they don't really care, the green card specifically, doesn't really care where the poison comes from, only that the enemies are poisoned. Kind of like Korn. Well, for him it's the blood, not the poison, but it doesn't really matter. So... the cards basically just spit at them for a while until they're good and... would you look at that? Until they're like well and truly poisoned. And then you can just blow them up. Also, I do have a shield for the red version, the Brutality, the parry. It's not really Brutality, it's like the Ironclad card. Ironclad, Silent, Defect, and Watcher? I think it was Watcher. Okay, we probably have Castlevania to the right. I still kind of want to fight Dracula at some point, meaning I can't go to... if I want to go there, I can't go to Castlevania. It is also not incentivized, so we're good on that. Alright, sell the scythe. Absolutely smack them. These cards can probably deal really good damage at some point. I think that's everything. The bats are behind the golden doors, so that's a no. Would like to find a different shield. The ice shield, not really my favorite. I'm gonna bring a Giant Slayer along for later, if I actually get to fight a boss. And then I can take the damned vigor and go to the bank. Oh, would you look at that? Alright, let's see. Key. Let us switch through that. And apparently throwing the hunter grenade don't count. There it is. Fuck. Well, it doesn't cost me any time, so we're good. Get me the Watcher thing. Then I can just get the giant killer out. And it doesn't have extra jump, so it's a no. At least these guys are kind of easy to just dodge and go back. How does the Watcher card work? It is I need to kill enemies while the Watcher card is out, right? Whatever is my health. But apparently there's an event on my birthday. I just read. So I'll have to see if I can go there. Pew, 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 pew. Cursed chest. Well, we do have a weapon that is very good to deal with the, that is very good in dealing with the birds, so I'm not too scared. The only issue is running out of ammo because it's in enemies. Please give me some birds. Well, apparently those counted as 2 enemies. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I fucking love the poison cloud. I also need to throw this at more people to see if I... That wasn't infected though, was it? I need to see... Survival. I don't think I'll buy anything right now. I need to just chuck my hunter grenade at people and see if it brings... if it helps any. If it gets me new blueprints. Nope. Nope. Ah, shit, he's gonna grow. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to take a sip. I also am kind of lacking in the money department. Okay, we do have mimics around. Hey, up. Did I? Okay, I think I went everywhere. I can keep that for later. No. I feel like a phaser would not be bad here. I should also just switch that. Because I'm not really parrying at the moment. But I do be poisoning people. Okay, this is not a bad bank attempt. Even survived a big golem. And we found where the key is. Okay, so there's the exit. I, however, do not want to leave quite yet. Ah, there's a way up. And I forgot to chuck my grenade at people. So there should be a shop here. Skills. Let me actually... No. Actually, let me... Is there anything good here? The wolf trap. Okay. I'm gonna keep the wolf trap. I had hoped that this is a mimic. So that I could check if I can chuck a hunter grenade at it. And I forgot again. Okay, that's just a story room. Up to the green door. Actually, yeah, let's go to the money door first. I have no money. I cannot buy a drink. And then I forget to parry. The poison is doing work. Over here. Though I think it is kind of the weaker, like, debuff. I think it's the weaker of the debuffs. Just stats-wise. He died. He just died to poison. Food shop. Unfortunately, well, I can buy this, but I don't think that's worth it yet. We also set the floor on fire. Useless. Also useless. What use are you if I cannot extract knowledge? Skip. That's the flawless. That was the flawless, I think, which generally I kind of like, but I don't think it's worth it at this second. Apparently you can also shoot through the door. Let us see what the vault offers us. Dodging, yeah, let's take that. I definitely feel like I could use more. Like I could use more ammo. I also feel like I'm really bad at parrying those guys. Like the weird gremlin dude specifically. Are these goblins? Gremlins? One of the two. I had guessed you would be here. Fuck. I also forgot to check how much health it costs. Okay, now we are the small. Fuck! How much health does it take? 12%? Holy shit. This is also a setup I haven't seen in a while, like... This one is always there. The big ones are not always there. This one is also very often around. As is this one. Haven't seen that one in a while. Or this one. Actually, haven't seen those generally. Too early. I shouldn't have drunk there. I should have gotten to the food shop. Should have gone to the food shop. This one's easy. This one's also easy, like, timing-wise. I say and then fuck it up. Well, I still need to lose enough HP that the food shop is worth that. That it's worth buying chicken. I could really use another jump. Go back. Also, Blasphemous got a new DLC just kind of out of nowhere. So I'm looking forward to playing that. Probably tomorrow. Ooh. Covers ground with oil that burns around you, freezes nearby enemies in the effect and generates toxic cloud, arrows stuck in enemies come back. I kind of want that. I will get the wolf traps in the future. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, we're done here. Is it worth buying the chicken? Not really, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I want to top up. And like, there is no way I could afford the... There's no way I could afford the other thing, the flask recharge. I still hate that you can't put that in your backpack. Especially because you can just kind of go around. You kind of can just go around that restriction anyway. Yeah, I did not manage to do that. Get me the necromancy. Like, I'm currently not really doing anything else, so let's just get that heal up. Dracula's Castle, Ramparts, Corrupted Prison, or the Ancient Sewers. Corrupted Prison! Take as many paths as we can. Also, let me see something. I just have to check. Okay. Let's see what we get. There are no invisible assassins. And it's a fucking swarm grenade. Whatever. I should definitely go ahead and equip my shield. I do not know how I didn't parry that. Like, is it just me or didn't it show its attack? Like, it kind of got staggered by the poison, but not really. It lost its animation, but it still did the attack, which I have not seen before. Right, roll the next set. 15, that's the third set, which is a double damage rapier. Or the fire breath. I do like the rapier. I feel like it works out very well. If you combine it with a frontline shield. I think it's the frontline shield. Extra jump midair, I'll take that. which is the one that increases your damage after you parry, because the parry also gets you the crit on the rapier. Not just the roll. Parries are, of course, more difficult by intent. And I think it needs to parry a melee attack, as is most often the case. Damage does appear kind of good at the moment. Now the knife dance does scale on brutality, as does the shield, I mean. The cudgel would also not be bad. Or whatever legendary we get. Does it not immediately after roll or parry? Yeah, it does after roll or parry. Okay, that's the 30 kills I need for the door. And the toxic sewers are incentivized again. I do want to look for a possible challenge rift. Okay, that's just the outskirts as expected. In that case, we're gonna go with brutality, I guess. Now, the legendary rapier has the speed buff after killing an enemy, instead of speed buff after killing, what, 5? But I think the frenzy is still kind of not worth it. There's a leg hugger. The rapier does attack relatively quickly, so a combo or the slow could be good. The melee steer has increased, yeah, that's fine. Is that a shop? It is indeed a shop. Well, I don't really need anything. And then down there it's just gonna be... well, there's a scroll. Extra jump mid-air, damage from projectiles is reduced. I don't know what exactly we have that set things on fire, but we set things on fire. The rapier sets things on fire when it kills, okay. Right, that is everything then. 44, I think that's all the enemies you have in this area. Toxic sewers. Right, we didn't go to the toxic sewers last time because we went to the bank. Yeah, that makes sense. Do I always want to go to the bank whenever I encounter it? Probably not. Also, when is the ancient sewer gonna be incentivized again? Oh, katana. No. I'll take a corrosive cloud over the knife dance. Like, it has a lot more cooldown, but it is a lot better against death. Does it have a lot more cooldown? No, it has like 4 seconds more cooldown. Now stuck in enemies come back, that won't be irrelevant. I will still take the damned vigor. Do I? Yeah, I take the damned vigor. But yeah, the slowing blade? Well, bank again. Why is the bank always here now? I'm gonna be honest, I will probably I'm currently at 81 parts, and I have played, like, I'd need to count, but I feel like about 20 or so on difficulty 5. Hell. And I feel like I want to go back to slightly lower. Just to get me the blueprints. I'm thinking about what other things I want to go with. To go with the rapier. Like a good shield, probably? And again, my feeling is like frontline shield for that. But I have no clue what skills I'd go with that. Maybe vampirism and the dark power and just go full fog force? And hope I don't die. Also, the malaise increases exceedingly fast in the bank. I assume the bank has more enemies than the normal areas around these parts. Leading to, like, increased malaise increase. I'm surprised I managed to do that without taking a single hit. Well, so much for that. It did go relatively well. Not gonna lie. Do I take that? Not yet. No. Later, maybe, but not yet. There's a scroll fragment, I want that. Wrong neighborhood. I never got to chuck my thing at people again. I can also still go down. Nothing from this guy. Okay, there is the mimic room. And a cursed chest. Well, wonderful. Let's see what we get. I had hoped for a colorless shield. Or a colorless rape. Well, would be a little bit late at this point. Okay, I think we can go and go for the food shop, lower our malaise a little bit. All the way down. Okay, so if I see it correctly, and I think I've already looked at that at some point in the past, the rapier does 4 hits. Well, how lucky am I that I brought the damned vigor? have some money. Okay, he's gonna grow. That was a weird delay on that. I'm gonna feel honest, they kind of nailed the feel of the rapier. Like, you do feel like a duelist. Ow. If you don't fuck it up, that is. Well, I fucked it up, that is. 18. Maybe I should have rolled out of the double damage. $18, what do we get? Oven axe or the big bow. I'll take the big bow. It has 2 arrows, but I think it also hits all enemies. And it does slow. Thank you for waiting, sir. Yeah, what does it do exactly? Stuns inflicts critical damage if it bumps its target into a wall or another enemy. And then victims slow down. So I could go with a frostbite. Oh, you. Okay, yeah, doesn't feel bad. What do I combine with that? Like, this weapon really doesn't feel like it needs a shield. It probably needs something against bosses. Because I have the distinct feeling no. I have the distinct feeling this weapon will kind of fall off as soon as you need to hit more than 2 arrows into a thing. Although the arrows do return relatively quickly. Down you go. Any kind of AoE around the target could be good. Oh, I think, you know what? I feel like this is a perfect weapon for the Final Goodbye. Is it called Final Goodbye? That one mutation that drops a bomb when you kill something with a ranged attack. So, Mushroom Boy. I don't see Challenge Rift here. Oh yeah, Well, that's unfortunate. It's a scroll of power. Let's go take that. I'm really happy that the doors, the like 30 kill doors and the 2-minute doors, don't contain scrolls. Because I'd get so mad at myself for never managing to get them. Alright, let's see. Let's have a sneeze first, though. Alright, so there are a few more enemies on the way to the toxic sewers. But I think something else is incentivized, the castle outskirts, which I will not take. Just pinned to a fucking wall. 2 extra jumps mid-air sounds great. Pew! Okay, so there are over 60 enemies in this area. And I do maybe need a shield. Let us sell the carrot. And then let's go to... Where do I go, actually? I don't want to go to Castlevania because I want to keep the option of going to Dracula's castle later open. So you go to... Immediately to the Astra, you immediately go to the Crown. And the Master's Keep, I feel like probably doesn't go anywhere since it's just Dracula. In that case, just go to the Promenade. Ooh, a quick sword. I think I'll skip. I still don't really like the assault shield, it's not my playstyle. Let us get the damned vigor. I have a feeling the network could also be good. But I really want to try the last bomb. That bomb. You can actually move those things? I thought they'd be immobile. Also, we do not one-shot enemies anymore, which is already not great. In combination with the fact that we do not have any kind of healing. Play the Tonfa? No. Are there actually normal Tonfa in the game? No, think about it. I can't afford it anyway. Did I take a hit? No, I did not. So it just reset because I'm in a new area. Okay. Ooh. You could be good. Fuck. Holy shit. Stop dealing so much damage, asshole. Okay, so I can confirm I got hit. I'll keep the extra jumps. Also, how the fuck did I even aggro that? Let me just go ahead, do that. Also, this week's gonna be a bit lean, since I am not available on Wednesday, most likely. Yeah, I won't be able on Wednesday, Friday, or Thursday, most likely. Well, it's a legendary. Let us go ahead and take it. Not great. Not great. I feel like this might not have been the correct location. There's really another one of you, huh? Let me also just turn them around. Bumps enemies even further. It's kind of a boring legendary effect. Also, I kind of now just have two weapons that deal extra damage by kicking people into walls. I think I need to take a shield. Let us kick people then. In that case, I kind of need to... Oh! That pushes you can kick back bombs. That's kind of neat. In an AoE around you, no, not a lot, even more. Does everything that... Really? I don't think that's worth it. Kick. I will remain on tactics. I think the boots might not have the best synergies. With tactics, but it's gonna be fine. Also, kicking indoors is great. Also, yeah. Tomorrow I want to try Blasphemous. No. I want whatever's in that wall. Just some money. Unless I decide otherwise, which I might. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the magnet grenade. Which apparently has a lot more range than I anticipated, than I remember. Oh, of course it's poisoned. Oh, malaced. I think I'm gonna stop after this run. I still need to prepare for the coming days. Also, I downloaded Aeon's End and kind of want to play more of that. I also need to try, fuck. I just learned, at this moment, that if you're at 1 HP, the damned vigor doesn't count. I should have maybe considered that. But yeah. This weekend I couldn't really do anything. So, I'm gonna catch up on a few YouTube videos. I'm looking forward to Blasphemous tomorrow. Also, I rolled a 17, which is the Heartlight Sword. With a Heartlight gun. I still hate that you just slide forward. Also, yeah, it doesn't restore ammo. Well, my mistake. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. Short one. I'm thinking about switching up a bit. Away from the sticking with it and going with it. Or going for a going with it, where you just pick up whatever and have to use it. Is probably going to be a lot worse. But we'll see. For now, I hope you have a nice evening. Hope you have a good night later on. And, well, again, first off, I shouldn't waste my ammo. Well, so much for that. First off, thank you for watching. If you ever make it this far, then I hope you have a nice evening. Hope you have a good night later on. And I hope you have a nice week. Goodbye.